Hi guys, it's Shanae and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm reacting to episode 28 of League of Nobleman. We're so close to the end, which is exciting and terrifying all in one go, because typically with the penultimate episode of any show, it means that it's gonna be like the worst episode, you know, it's gonna be the most heart-wrenching, most like gut-punching episode that they could work into whichever show it is, typically. So yeah, quite nervous, considering I'm still in denial over the possibility that Zhang Ping is actually dead. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see how all of this turns out. Anyway, before we do get into it, I just want to say a massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. If you're interested in joining either of those for early access and uncut reactions to things like League of Nobleman, the links for it will be in the description below. And if you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. But now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Oh, this feels so final. Again, I can't help but like picture Mr. Good orchestrating all of this, and it makes it less scary. Yeah, that is very weird. Because, I mean, it can't be the red poison that we know, but it could be some other kind of poison. My thing is, like, we know this is true, but because he's like making such a scene of it, I would actually start to doubt the validity of it, because it's just too orchestrated. None of this feels organic. So he's playing on their superstition. That I conveniently have tucked inside my sleeve. I mean, you guys don't have DNA testing, so how do you guys know it's valid? They're gonna compare handprint sizes? That box is beautiful. And again, we have the gorgeous books. Oh! Oh. He seemed surprised by that, or maybe it was just me misinterpreting the expression. I thought, like, when they revealed it, I thought he wasn't expecting it to be empty. So what do they have to compare it to? I don't know why I'm being so critical of this man's story when we know it to be true, but it just, to me, them believing it is a hard pill to swallow. I just had the weirdest thoughts, and I think it's just like, because I so badly want Zhang Ping to still be alive and for things to resolve. But like, I was like, imagine if he actually was not all of this was true, basically, but he wasn't the baby, Zhang Ping was. Could you imagine that? Like, obviously it's not the case, but, yeah, it did cross my mind for a second. You're being very accommodating for someone whose entire worldview should be shifting right now. I wonder why no one's being suspicious of that. Because otherwise it's going to be very obvious that he... Are we just leaving the body of the Empress, or the second body of the Empress right there? Oh, that cloth is beautiful, goodness. This is getting on my nerves. Because regardless of his bloodline, he does not deserve this position. And it's so frustrating because had he not gone as far as he did, I would be rooting for him. Because what he went through is terrible. But what he did is also terrible. And he expects it. I'm sure he expects it, unfortunately. Of course he expects it, of course, because this man is too clever for the real world. I feel so resigned right now. That's what happens when you kill and murder without any discrimination. You murdered his new love interest. What are you on about? Sorry, that the shipper in me came out. But regardless of whether or not there's romantic interest anywhere in the frame of this, the point still stands. Well, at least he's not gonna murder you immediately. I'm so glad he's alive. Oh, his happiness. See, I had hoped that he'd organized it with him. Guys, yay! I love twists like this. Oh! Oh, they cauterized the wound right then and there. That's intense. Oh, that's gonna leave a scar. Happiness! This is the kind of happiness I thought we'd only get in the next episode. But now I'm scared. Oh, it's so satisfying seeing this unravel. Yeah, you guys are all very suspicious. Yeesh, this is complicated. I'm trying to... I was about to say, she's still alive? That makes so much sense in terms of what he wanted to do. Like he wanted her to hear and be witness to all of this by trapping her inside a coffin where she could not be heard. That is very grim, but very interesting. And the question is, if he's made up all of this, if he has no connection to the Empress, or maybe he just made up half of it, like he was the baby but somehow something happened and he still carries this resentment, genuine resentment towards the Empress because of that switch that was not a switch or something like that. Her makeup is amazing. Maybe focusing on him, he might go on a murder rampage. I'm so confused.
好大的阵仗，哀家还没有咽气，你们就急着办丧礼吗？
So is he genuinely his son, but he didn't have all the proof he claimed to have, or what?
他若是真容，即便是真对太后大不敬，亦是大庸的国君。
No, he's the real prince. She's alive, so he doesn't hold that
你方才
authority.
不是说必会留下痕迹？这个细节，因顾清章并不知情，想必没有仿冒到位。要检验玉蝶真假，只要查验太后掌印处的印白谢秉之。
Oh, I can't read him. I can't see if he's thought of this or if he's impressed. It could go either way with him. That's still a spectacular robe.
我为何要劫持你？又为何策划今日这出戏呢？你不是一直执着真相吗？
That is the unfortunate thing, is just because he faked the birth certificate doesn't mean...
种种迹象表明，你就是一个犯了痴心疯病、一心想要当圣上的癫狂妄人而已。
But we know that's not the whole truth.
会说谎了，你长大了。
Ah, shut up. This is a very difficult thing because I understand that the truth needs to come out.
太后，
But the truth can always come out after he's dead. When he's no longer a threat. Which is terrible to say. I don't know how to feel about this.
只会在幸福的幻想当中，面带微笑，人交因而死。
Okay. So I wasn't wrong. I genuinely do hate him. And regardless of the pain he suffered, he deserves 1,000 times more if this is what he's going to do with that pain.
如今皇城已变职业幽谈，情谊便是花开之时。
It just feels a bit weird though, because why have the plan of taking over and then leaving the world in calamity if he's also then gonna murder everyone on the spot via the pollen? Like, does he want the city to be frozen in the massacre and like confusion of them fighting for power? I'm really... This man perplexes me.
那是什么？
You guys didn't check him for anything, and you're not stopping him, you're just letting him continue. And you go running towards it. And you leave him there. I have objections. Not that way.
太后和顾金章不见了，快去找太后！等等，大家不要慌，请那师部捂住口鼻。
Why are you running into it? Oh, the scene is so beautiful, but it's so grim. Don't gasp. Don't gasp. Oh no! He's getting the confirmation of his son's story. It can't spread that far, can it? they just acquired a possible daughter. I'm kidding. I hope that kid gets reunited with her parents, but
已经明白了全场，我们先找个地方避一避。大家不要乱，跟着我们走。学校，大家跟我们走。
why not hide them in the underground tunnels? Okay, not gonna lie, I feel like it's a little bit of an unsolvable problem, because even if they save that small amount of people, what of the rest of the city? It just, I don't know, there were some things here in this episode that felt like a misstep to me. Especially, I think the fact that Zhang Ping and Landre, like everyone else, falling for Mr. Gu's tricks, I can excuse. But they had the experience of Mr. Gu disappearing from their midst twice already in the midst of confusion. So it feels like they should have known to keep their eyes on him. I just, you know, again, some questionable things here which I feel were a bit contrived. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it ends. I'm very happy that Zhang Ping is alive. And yeah, just also Landre's like happiness over seeing Zhang Ping alive. That was so worth everything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. 再见.